Hey guys, I'm Phil Town from Rule 1 Investing, and today I'm going to share 5 disciplines that successful people follow that you can implement in your own life. Success can take a lot of different forms, no question about that. So maybe you want to start a business, maybe you want to gain financial freedom, financial independence, or maybe success to you is just simply achieving a healthy work-life balance. That could be really good. Whatever success means to you, you guys, we all have some kind of aspiration we're after. All of us do. But those who actually achieve that level of success are the ones who take action. And in many ways, our ability to exercise self-discipline and implement good habits is the most important trait a person can have if they want to be successful. And if you're able to make a habit or beneficial disciplines and stick with them sort of day after day, year after year, you can greatly improve your chances of achieving your ideals in life. And with that said, let's go over 5 key disciplines that successful people that I know follow that you can implement also right into your own routine. All right, first, you need to recognize what you're good at, and then you need to capitalize on it. One of the best investors in the world, Li Lu, said that good investing is just figuring out what you love, what you're passionate about, what you're into, and magnifying that over and over again. He's saying that because our best investments are always in stuff we already love, already like, right? Now you got to where you are today because you're good at something, you're passionate about something. And whether that's sales or communicating or staying organized or educating or you name it, it's something. So for me, you guys, I love investing, I'm really good at it, but I would say my true passion is guiding people to improve their lives. That's what I love to do. I love to do that in the Army. I was in the Special Forces, and that's what they do there. They guide other people in other armies. I became a river guide in the Grand Canyon, literally guiding people down the river. And now I am helping people improve their lives with these investing strategies that come to me from 80 years of great investors, from Ben Graham, Warren Buffett, and so on, these ruler type investors. And let me tell you guys, when you find something you love as much as I love this, and it just comes naturally to you, you're going to be so much more motivated to just basically go after your path to success with everything you've got. So in order to be really successful, you need to know, what do you love? What do you love? And then magnify it. So whatever that something is for you personally, just magnify it in every way you can and trust in your own abilities and your own knowledge. That's super key. Next, you need to make a promise to yourself that you're going to achieve success. Now notice I said make a promise. I bet that slipped right by you because we use the word all the time. I didn't say set a goal. Now this is something that's been incredibly helpful in my life. A goal is something that you're trying to do, you have the intention to do, and trying is like I'm trying a little bit or I'm trying a lot, I don't know, but I'm trying. A promise is something you do. Not something you're going to try to do, it's something you do. And therefore, it's so much more powerful and holds so much more value than simply having a goal. You can't make a promise for everything, right? I have lots of goals. Okay, I have goals to work out. I have goals to eat better and all that, right? So imagine if you set a goal around New Year's, you're going to want to lose weight, but you're busy, you're stressed, I'd get all wound up and stuff. It's just harder, you're not quite getting to it, and it's nice to eat the burger, and there's always next year, right? So imagine instead of making a goal, you decided to promise that you will, absolutely achieve this weight loss. You're going to do it or die. Then that's a whole different world, right? You're going to do it, or you're going to reflect something about who you are in the mirror that you're not going to like very much. So I am going to urge you to make a few promises in your life. Obviously, when you meet somebody you want to be with the rest of your life, you're going to make a promise. But there's a few other things. I want you to make it a promise that you are going to go after financial independence. Make it a promise that you set a specific number, a specific time. When I first started this thing, I just wrote the promise down. I call this thing now, I call it a promise card, and we give this out at our workshops, okay? So it's a promise card. I promised myself that by a certain date, 5 years out, I would make $1 million or more. And then I signed that thing. So by the time I got to my 5-year deadline, it was amazing. I had $1.45 million. It was like, I wished I had set this as a 3-year deadline. Maybe it would just come true in 3 years. So it's incredibly powerful when you make a promise and you say, I'm burning the ships. I took that card, I looked at it every week, and I just remembered that I had promised this. And I just promised it to myself. Making promises to yourself, I think, is a huge key to achieving any amazing thing you want to do in your life. And it's critical when it comes to achieving success. Burn the ships, make it a promise, and go forward powerfully. That's super important. All right, next discipline is that you need to be prioritizing your time carefully. Plain and simple, the things you make time for are the things you're going to accomplish. Everybody on the planet has 24 hours a day, right? That's billionaire CEOs, people living in the streets, 24 hours, that's it. But how you choose to use those hours ultimately is going to define your life and your opportunities. If you're truly committed to having that successful life that you've promised yourself, then you're going to have to prioritize your time. You're going to have to make room for a few things that are critically important on the path that you're following to get to that important promise and get it completed in the time that you've set yourself. All right, so that's critically important. Big, huge impact on your future. Another really important discipline successful people have is a commitment to continuously learn. This is so important. Charlie Munger once said, Charlie is one of the best investors in the world. He said, he doesn't know anybody he truly admires that doesn't read a lot. So people who are continuously attempting to learn new things. I'll never forget, I got invited to come over to Japan to meet Wahei Takeda, who's the Warren Buffett of Japan, a multi-billionaire. He read my book, Rule Number 1, and he asked if I ever come to Japan, if I'd come and visit him. And I was amazed to find out that he is a lifetime learner. Here's a guy, he's 84 years old. He read my book. I'm this little guy over in America someplace that wrote this book about investing, and this book landed on this guy's shelf. So I'm amazed by that. I'm amazed by guys like Steve Jobs, continually learning. I worked a little bit with Steve. I got to tell you, he's a learning machine. Same thing with Dr. Jonas Salk, another mentor of mine, a learning machine until the day he died. He was constantly involved in learning, trying to learn more, trying to read more about how the world was going to be a better place, how to make it a better place. So I got to tell you, if you want to be successful and stay successful, you really have to just constantly be learning. And it's so fun. Just make it a discipline. So let me ask you a question. Do you think that the most successful people in this world got to where they are from reading one book and just calling themselves an expert? No, man, they tried to stay current. They're utilizing resources to help them evolve their skills. And I'll tell you, we are in a digital age where it's the most amazing thing, this computer right here on the internet, because I think it's just given you the ability to become literate in so many ways. The entire sum of everything we've learned in the millions of years we've been on the planet are pretty much all available right there online. And living a life of continuous learning is now easier than it ever was before. For example, if you want to learn investing strategy, I have literally hours of all my best investing advice passed down from experts like Warren Buffett, just waiting on this channel. It's just right here for you guys. And if you want more in-person coaching, like one-on-one kinds of coaching, I've got a free workshop for you, and it's fabulous. And we offer you real-time, successful practice that you can do right there in the shop, real-time feedback. You'll be working with a coach that can set you on the right path right off the bat. So this is true for absolutely anything you want to learn, you guys. You just have to commit to putting in the time. Remember, the more we learn, the more tools for success we equip ourselves with, the more focus we get on that promise, the faster we'll get there. And last but not least, you need to repeat these disciplines over and over until they become a habit. Learning a new skill, adopting a new behavior, it just takes time for all of us. It becomes a discipline you have to do. But if you do it until it's a habit, it eventually becomes so natural it doesn't take discipline at all. You just do it automatically. So once you're operating within your daily habits, especially if they're habits you've formed on purpose to help you achieve that promise, you're going to find things start to align in your favor in ways that you can't even imagine, and the life seems easier than ever before. This is great, and I love to hear from you guys. How do you define success, and how are you going to use these tips to achieve it? So leave a comment with your answer below, and I'll be sure to follow up with you guys. Thanks for watching. Now go play. If you enjoyed this video and you think it was valuable in teaching you more about how to implement habits to become more successful, hit the like button and please share the video with your friends. And if you want more investing content, subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click the button on the screen. We got a free gift for you. Thanks for watching.